Hi, this is Brian Crossway at 2AO News. I'm in actually Manchester, England, United Kingdom, and we're here talking to people on the streets of Manchester about their perception of the American policy pertaining to the Second Amendment. As being here for 5 days, I've been talking to a lot of people, been watching a lot of the news, and a lot of criticism from what's going on in the United States pertaining to gun policy. Everything from the shootings that happened in Virginia to Ferguson, you name it, they're criticizing us. Watched a comedy act about it. They're criticizing everything that pertained to guns with America. But at the same time, in the United Kingdom, every 4 minutes, there's a crime using knives, which is really unique. I guess it's their choice of weapon, but they have a problem with crime here in the United Kingdom. Nothing's really been said about that. So we're going to go out on the street and talk to a few people, see their thoughts on it, get their opinions, and report it back to you. So come along with me as I head out to the streets of Manchester. Thanks. Okay, Lynn, tell me a little bit about your opinion on the Second Amendment in the United States.
Well, what you just missed off camera, we were talking about how banning guns wouldn't really affect criminals,
right?
Because they just get it anyway. I think in Britain, what we often feel is that we don't understand why law-abiding citizens would need guns necessarily.
Right.
Like if I'm not a farmer and I don't need to shoot foxes, and I'm not a policeman and I don't need to shoot criminals, like why do I need a gun?
Right.
It's like if I had a bad day and I'm mad at somebody, the fact that I don't own a gun means I can't go out and shoot them, even if I feel like I want to.
Yeah.
Please don't. I don't want to shoot people. That's just. And I think part of it also comes down to the type of guns. So, for instance, here, if I were a farmer, I could go and get a gun license for a shotgun. And I was going to say, then I couldn't go on a murderous rampage, but I actually lived up in Cumbria a couple of years ago where a farmer went on a murderous rampage and we all got locked in a room and a lot of people died, and he only had a regular shotgun. He didn't have any assault weapons.
Right. It was illegal, he had a license.
Yeah, and he had a license for his gun. He had a legal gun. So yeah, when we see things like school shootings, which do happen in Europe as well, although less common than in the States, and people are going around with like Tec-9s and semi-automatic weapons, and you're like, even if you do have a gun for self-defense, or if someone, say, tries to burgle your house, like, you don't need these military-grade weapons. And I realize that not all states allow people to have military-grade weapons.
Yeah.
So there is a distinction. But yeah, I think it seems to us very militaristic almost. I mean, most of our police officers don't even carry guns.
Right.
Which I know is a culture shock even to people in other European countries.
Right.
So yeah, I think it just feels very military, like the sort of military almost kind of coming into civilian life rather than having a separation between, we have a military, they have guns,
so
the rest of us
let me ask you this real quick. All right, in your house, let's say you're in your flat here in Manchester and you have someone come in and home invade you. You know, I mean, come into your house to steal from you or going to threaten your family. What do you do from a protection perspective?
That's a good question. I would probably hide and hope that they were just here for my stuff and not here to hurt me.
And they're really unlikely to have a gun, so that's always my thing. It's like, well, you have a gun to protect yourself from other people with guns.
Okay.
Yeah, not that criminals don't have guns, but most people that would rob your house probably wouldn't have a gun.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so if they come in with a knife, you're going to just make sure you have a knife to be able to protect yourself?
But a knife is so much more of a personal weapon. It's like, for someone to just sort of stand and shoot someone with a gun, it's so impersonal, whereas to actually kill someone with a knife, you've got to get like right into them, and a lot of people, that would put off. I'm sure there's a lot less people get stabbed than
I still think I would be hiding. I still think I would. I mean, that might be cowardly. I think for me, it would be like, okay, I'm just gonna deal with the consequences of this, not really resist, and hope that they don't want to inflict violence on me. They just want the stuff.
Absolutely.
No. Guns for everybody. No.
I agree with you, brother.
I don't agree. I don't.
Tell me why you don't agree. I'm just asking.
Because it's dangerous. It causes more crime.
So let me ask you a question. What happens to someone who comes into your house and wants to
I will sleep better at night with a gun.
Would you be able to sleep better with it if you were able to protect your house?
Yes, but I think there's better ways of protecting yourself.
Right, look at the amount of people that have died in the United States compared to the amount of people that have died in the United Kingdom.
Let's talk about statistics. Statistics in the UK is every 4 minutes there is a crime with the use of a knife. So, and what's the statistics on cars? People people dying in cars. Should we ban cars as well?
Cars are a natural thing, like everyone gets around them.
Cars are a natural thing.
Cars are a necessity. Guns are.
Yeah,
Guns are
exactly.
not a necessity. Okay.
Guns don't kill people, people do.
People with guns kill people.
Yeah, but why would you have a
People
gun?
with knives.
If someone come in my house and my girlfriend was asleep and they wanted to do me, I'll shoot them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That is protection,
Well, let me ask you
self-protection.
a question. So-
An Englishman in France
Yeah, what about
that
the
didn't
guys
have a
who
gun.
didn't have a gun? You know, the British people who were being murdered by terrorists who come over with AK-47s and they didn't have a gun.
If some man come out there with an AK-47 now and I had a gun, he's going to shoot me before I've got a chance to shoot him anyway. No, he wouldn't, but he's going to shoot me before I've got a chance to shoot him anyway. Look, I'm holding my jacket. They had a gun like there.
What's the problem? So no, the opinion is like if you had a gun, it may be a little safer, right?
Definitely,
Okay.
100%.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I think if I had a